Full photo op, so I request the representatives to please move forward for the very, very iconic picture. At the same time, I request everybody in the audience to please take your seats. So our dignitaries have gone to take the customary picture and they'll be returning. By then, you will be starting with the event. Also, I request everybody in the audience to please put your mobile phones on the silent mode, and just a few hygiene announcements that when we ring the iconic NSC bell, I request you to please be seated at all times because there is videography going on at the back. So to not hinder that process, if you want to take videos and pictures, you can take a seat and do that. Thank you. Joined back again by our dignitaries. We'll be now taking the seats and then we'll be starting with the proceedings. A very, very warm welcome once again to all of you. On that note, very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of L&T Limited, I'm truly delighted to extend a very warm and a very heartfelt welcome to each and every one present over here. Thank you so much for taking out your precious time to celebrate this truly, truly memorable occasion. My name is Dhwani Karya and it gives me immense pleasure to be standing in the capacity of your host today. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks a significant milestone in ESG and sustainability-linked capital market in India as we are celebrating listing of country's first ESG sustainability-linked bond by L&T Limited at the NSC. So ladies and gentlemen, let's have a thunderous round of applause for this very, very historic moment. Now, before we proceed, I request everyone to rise and shine for the national anthem.
At Larsen Toubro, sustainability isn't just
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I request you to please stand at the same time as we are playing the L&T anthem as well.
जिसकी मिट्टी से पैदा हुए हम, कर्ज हम उस जमी का चुकाए।
जिसकी मिट्टी से पैदा हुए हम, कर्ज हम उस जमी का चुकाए।
हाथ में हाथ लेकर बढ़े हम, जब तलक मंजिले मिल न जाए।
नई भोर की रोशनी से हर अंधेरे को हम जगमगाए।
जो भी हमको मिला इस जहां से, हर तरह से उसे हम चुकाए। L&T, 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 ऊंचा रखेंगे सर तेरा हम। मिलके खाते हैं हम ये कसम, मिलके खाते हैं हम ये कसम।
Thank you so much. I request everyone to please take your seats. And what a perfect start for today's proceedings. Ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon, we come together to celebrate a landmark occasion, the listing ceremony of L&T's sustainability-linked bond, the first of its kind in the country, and the inaugural issuance under the ESG sustainability-linked bond framework. Let me tell you that L&T Limited stands as a symbol of trust, scale, and transformation, as we are aware. As India's most admired engineering and infrastructure brand, L&T has redefined possibilities across sectors, from creating iconic skylines to enabling digital futures. With a legacy of over 75 long, glorious years, L&T delivers end-to-end solutions in infrastructure, energy, defense, high-tech manufacturing, and technology services, driving impact across more than 50 countries. Whether building India's first nuclear-powered submarine, shaping its smart cities, or launching space missions, L&T is where ambition meets action. And not only that, with a focus on ESG, global competitiveness and value creation, L&T is not just building infrastructure, it's building the future of India and beyond. Let's have once again a huge round of applause for L&T for the glorious 75 years and much, much more. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are truly honored to have our esteemed dignitaries with us today. We have here with us from NSC, we have Mr. Sriram Krishnan, Chief Business Development Officer. Let's have a huge round of applause for us, sir. I request you to, sir, stand up. Please wave to the audience. And let's have a huge round of applause for sir, please. So very, very warm welcome. Today, we are also joined by the visionary leaders from L&T Limited. So I'll be introducing them. We have the Chief Financial Officer and President, Mr. R. Shankar Raman. So very, very warm welcome to you. We have here with us the Senior Vice President, that is Corporate Finance and CRO, Mr. R. Govindan. So hearty welcome to you. We also welcome the sole arranger whose guidance has been instrumental in this journey. We have here with us Ms. Anita Mishra, Head of Global Markets and Custody Services, HSBC. Very, very warm welcome, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a beautiful tradition in our country where we take blessings from the Almighty before starting a new and auspicious work. So today also we'll be doing the same. So we have the wonderful lamp right there, and I request the following dignitaries to please join me on stage to do the lamp lighting ceremony. I request Mr. Sri Ram Krishnan along with the leadership of L&T Limited, Mr. R. Shankar Raman, Mr. R. Govindan, Mr. Ananthan NS, who is the head treasury at L&T, and Ms. Anita Mishra to please come on stage. Very, very warm welcome. Let's have an applause for our dignitaries who are coming on stage to do the honors of lighting the ceremonial lamp. Very, very warm welcome to all the dignitaries.
वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिः समप्रभ
वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिः समप्रभ
निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
Thank you so much, dignitaries, for doing the honors. I request you to please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, with this lamp lighting, we pray that our prayers reach the Almighty, the fire within us to be the best, to be a winner, and to succeed always, also burns very, very bright. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to initiate the proceedings, I now invite on stage the head of Global Markets and Custody Services at HSBC, Miss Anita Mishra. Let's give a huge round of applause for ma'am. Very, very warm welcomes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. So, good afternoon, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, members of the National Stock Exchange, and our esteemed colleagues from L&T as well as HSBC India. It's both a privilege and a pleasure to be here today at the listing of the first sustainability-linked INR bond for Larsen Toubro, but also for the country, under the ESG debt securities framework that SEBI released on the 5th of June. The milestone is not just a proud achievement for Larsen Toubro, but also a defining moment for India's capital markets and a commitment to building a more sustainable and inclusive future. At HSBC India, we are delighted to have partnered with L&T on this pioneer issuance. The bond is a testament to L&T's forward-thinking vision and unwavering commitment to integrating its sustainability objectives to the core of the infrastructure development initiatives, especially with the focus to having water neutrality by 2035 and carbon neutrality by 2040, which is embedded in the vision of our L&T's sustainability policy. The transaction itself, just to spend a minute on it, HSBC supported L&T on developing the framework that would align with the SEBI's recent regulations around the sustainable ESG securities regulation. The framework was developed in partnership with DNV. The unique nature of the transaction, coupled with L&T's strong standing, meant HSBC was, as a sole arranger, managed to help the company raise 500 crores for a 3-year bond sustainability-linked bond, which had an attractive coupon, so there was a discount to the market, as well as KPIs that were built into the bond. The transaction underscores the growing importance of sustainable finance in India. It's a coming of age of our capital market. Sustainability is no more a niche market. It's very, very much so mainstream. As an international bank, HSBC is deeply committed to supporting corporates across sectors as they navigate into these sustainable issuances. Lastly, I would just like to wrap off by saying to the leadership team at Larsen Toubro, congratulations on this milestone that demonstrates that profitability and purpose are interlinked and they need not be separate. In fact, deeply, deeply interconnected. Your step today will undoubtedly inspire many others to follow and paving the way for a more sustainable corporate landscape in India. To the National Stock Exchange, thank you for your relentless efforts in fostering innovation, transparency, and inclusivity in the Indian financial markets. Your role in enabling platforms like this is critical to the growth of the financial markets in India. I would also like to extend our gratitude to SEBI for creating a new avenue for Indian corporates to explore this route as a financing tool in tandem with their transition efforts. The framework is designed to provide transparency, accountability, and alignment with global ESG frameworks and outlines critical requirements for issuers and for disclosures and external assessments like the second-party opinion and post-issuance reporting as well as KPIs that will be measured. The will be received by the industry, and thank you to L&T once again for being the leader in this. And to all our partners and stakeholders, we really look forward to working together to deepen our relationships and our sustainable financing dialogues further with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for initiating the proceedings. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, amongst us, we have a visionary leader with an outstanding track record. He has played a pivotal role in shaping L&T's financial strategy and driving its sustained growth. It is my utmost honor and pleasure to welcome on stage the Chief Financial Officer and President of L&T Limited, Mr. R. Shankar Raman. Let's have a thunderous round of applause for sir, please. Very, very warm welcome, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm extremely delighted to be here with you on this ceremony of listing of our ESG bonds. And we are here at NSE once again. Seems to be go-to exchange. I think I've been here for the earlier listings of our subsidiary companies, etc. And there, Ashish, my good friend. So I was just telling Ashish that it's become a habit to come to NSE whenever we are trying to do some good work from the investing world point of view. I also want to thank HSBC for being with us and helping us put together this unique instrument. We are not just looking at it as a mere financial transaction or an instrument. It means a little more than that. And before I spend a minute or two on that, I also want to compliment my own team, corporate finance team of L&T led by Mr. Govindan. Over the last 32 years that I've spent with L&T, it's almost become a habit that we become one of the pioneers when it comes to introducing financial instruments, innovative ones, and of course aided by good thought partners in terms of banks who work with us. And we're able to bring to market something that is interesting to the market, diversifies its investment pool, and above all, gives us one more opportunity to walk our talk in terms of what we promise to market. When it comes to ESG, as you know, this instrument has certain KPIs, which is linked to our own journey in this ESG. And we take it absolutely seriously, as we've always been, with respect to these KPIs. And in a way, they're extension of the roadmap that we have got ourselves set. As was mentioned, we want to be water neutral by 2035 and carbon neutral by 2040. Now, these are directions. When we announced these things, I think it was more aspiration and desire to be there. And to that extent, we were joining a race whose course was undefined. But slowly, as we started integrating all of this into our business processes and practices, we realized that there is a path that can be created. And if the path is going to help other corporates to follow, we would be delighted. Even though the MC did Dhwani, right? Even though she said we are celebrating 75 years, we are 88 and counting. Maybe she started when we were 13. But we're marching on to our 100. And, as a company, especially the kind that we are, which is completely, everybody owns L&T and it's no specific owner or ownership pattern. People invest in L&T because it creates value for them, it holds promise for them, and people check out when they think their goals are realized. So being the professionally managed, widely held, public limited company that we are, it's very important for us to plan real long term. When it comes to businesses led by families or family, maybe the sustainability definition could be one generation, maybe 2 generations. But when it comes to companies like L&T, which is already 88 and counting, we are thinking what we need to do to remain valid and relevant for the next 100 years, if not more. It's only the limitation of vision that restricts and defines the age rather than anything else. Over these 88 years, we have evolved. Various businesses we have got into leadership positions, vacated positions, and moved on. And as the business evolves, one thing has remained principally central to our growth. That is very high business ethics, standards of governance, transparency, and above all, commitment to quality. And all of this, if I package together, ESG is not a very hard thing to define. Now, we do realize that as much as a disruption that technology can be, risk of climate change and poor governance can be equally, if not more impactful disruptors. So it is up to us to make sure that we build enough fences to ensure that the sustainability of the company and the corporation is maintained. And one of the things that we've told ourselves is, we being in project business and construction business at that, we deconstruct a lot before we construct. There is destruction before construction. So inherently, we are into business areas which actually creates carbon footprints. So we had to double up our own aspirations and plans to make sure that we compensate the carbon footprints that our operations create. We have over 1,000 sites, both in India and overseas. And each of these project sites, we have tried to draw definition and parameters on what should be the water consumption, what should be the energy intensity, what should be the feed from where the energy, source of energy that we consume, the trees that we plant. On a yearly basis, almost 1.5 million to 2 million trees we plant, excluding those we cut to make the highways and the roads and the other infrastructure that we build. Given this kind of commitment to ESG, I am very confident that the promises that we have made to the capital market through this ESG bond are met with credibility. And I am sure this will pave way for many such path-breaking instruments that we create. And finally, I think the company was possibly pushed into ESG more in a specific manner in measurable terms, largely because of the Western world. The Western world started talking in terms of investors and others who deal with us, started talking about the ESG parameters that we follow and what is it that we do for fighting climate change, etc. And we realized that if this has to be taken seriously, And to whatever limited extent I know, I think the government is also serious about this because we need to preserve the planet to be able to grow. And when India sees the next 25, 30, 40 years as its era, then it is very important that we don't destroy the platform on which our dreams are built. So in that context, I think it is very important that we find ways to finance this transition. It's not going to be a single stakeholder's contribution. It is not possible. We need all kinds of stakeholders to come in and contribute to this ESG movement. And secondly, I think day is not very far when this becomes a pre-qualification for being eligible for projects. Today it is not. It is good to have and there it rests. If we need to take this forward, and if the projects that L&T, a country wants to build, and the projects that L&T wants to build and participate, then it is very important that we demonstrate our commitment to ESG more and more visibly. And the current transaction for which we are going to announce the listing now is a step in that direction. I thank you all for your kind attention. I am very glad that I am able to participate in this function and contribute to the proceedings. And thank you all for the stakeholders. Thank you NSC, thank you HSBC. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, before I introduce and invite on stage our next leader, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our host for the day. We have here with us Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, the MD and CEO at NSC. So very, very warm welcome to you. Very warm welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, now moving forward, it is now my privilege to invite Mr. R. Govindan, the SVP, Corporate Finance and CRO L&T Limited, the architect behind this landmark sustainability-linked bond issuance. So, give me a minute to introduce you. His strategic acumen and relentless drive were instrumental in making this pioneering transaction a great reality. Now I invite Mr. Govindan on stage. Let's have a huge round of applause for sir. So, very, very warm welcome to you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I will not take too much of time. I think there are other dignitaries waiting to speak. This actually, SEBI has a framework of when they want to introduce a new product, there's some interactions happens with the industry. There is a FICCI, CIA, and ASOCAM. Three of us, we sit together and make something. 3-4 months back, there was SEBI wanted to get moving on this ESG framework. Not much was happening for the last 2 months or so. Last 2.5 months, nothing much really happened. And we really took it upon ourselves to make it happen. And I did spend time, and my colleague Anant, we all went to SEBI. So NSC, some colleagues were there. We actually sat there for 1.5 to 2 hours and wrote the draft. The SEBI draft circular we wrote, and then we gave it to SEBI. SEBI made corrections, we sent back. And of course, they also had some more changes, all built on the ESMA framework internationally. So it was very simple, but very complicated to implement because then the SEBI, the executive director, Pramod Rao and Ashwini Bhatia, the member, they said, okay, circular to ho jayega, wo transaction hoga kya? Then I said, we will, of course, we will do the transaction. We would like to do the first transaction if possible. And then the challenge started because it's not a simple debt issuance. You need to have a DNV, you need third-party certification for all of this. And we didn't have anybody here. In India, you had the rating agencies are allowed to, they can do this certification, but they don't, many of them have not built the capabilities to do the certification. So we picked up DNV, who had helped us in the earlier sustainability-linked bond, and we started with that framework. And then I spoke to HSBC and said we'll do the first transaction. And so then it was a race. When will the SEBI circular come, and we'll do the same day we want to do the transaction. So it was a sort of race for a 8 to 10 day period to get the whole thing together. It's worked out well, and thanks a lot for HSBC and DNV, IDBI. NSC gentlemen also played, I don't remember the name, He played a big role in the development of the draft of the SEBI regulation. Somebody from CAM also was there. So a lot of people got together and made this happen. Otherwise, it was not happening quickly. So I'm happy that it got together, and I'm sure it'll. But one thing I can tell you, the standards what we picked up for the next 3 years to be achieved is a very tough target. Internally, we had some deliberation. What is it that we'll commit for the next 3 years? We did take a very stiff target. The easy ones got done. So the next 3 years is going to be a lot more work to be done for achieving the sustainability objectives. So it's an interesting journey we have for the next 3 years, and we really want to ensure we deliver on our commitments on the water neutrality and the carbon neutrality as well. So the path is what is embedded in the first 3 years. So thanks a lot for coming, and all the best for my team as well to have done this transaction. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, now it is my privilege to invite on stage the MD and CEO of NSE, Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan. Let's have a thunderous round of applause for sir. So very, very warm welcome to you.
Shri R. Shankar Raman, Chief Financial Officer, L&T Limited, Shri R. Govindan, SVP Corporate Finance, L&T Limited, Shri Amitabh Malhotra, Head Global Banking, HSBC, Shri Prakash Tikare, Country Head, DNV Business Assurance, distinguished guests, employees, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and a warm welcome to all of you at NSE. It's a moment of pride to host the listing ceremony of India's first ESG sustainability-linked bonds by L&T on the National Stock Exchange. This day also marks another significant milestone, 21 years since L&T got listed on NSE on June 23, 2004. Congratulations to the entire L&T team on this double celebration. We applaud L&T for being the first Indian corporate to issue sustainability-linked bonds under SEBI's newly introduced ESG debt securities framework rolled out just 2 weeks ago. This swift issuance showcases L&T's deep-rooted ESG commitment and their leadership in aligning financial strategy with sustainability goals. It sets a benchmark for India Inc. to embed ESG at the heart of capital raising. As the 4th largest economy and 4th largest capital market in the world, India is playing a growing role in global capital flows. NSE is amongst the world's top exchanges in fund mobilization. NSE alone facilitated fund mobilization of 18.7 lakh crore or 221 billion in financial year 25 with 14.2 lakh crore through debt instruments. In our 30-year journey, NSE has built a fair, efficient, and transparent capital market ecosystem and acted as a catalyst to the growth story of India through fund mobilization, economic growth, capital formation, wealth creation, and job creation. With over 11.5 crore unique investors, over 22.5 crore investor accounts, and reach across 99.9% of all PIN codes in India, we remain committed to democratize finance and support India's growth ambitions. Our future is green, and the path to net zero will require unprecedented capital mobilization. According to Niti Aayog, India will need over 250 billion annually till 2047 to meet its green transition goals. For India to go green, we need capital, and NSE is committed to mobilize it. To deepen the ESG ecosystem further, I am delighted to share that NSE ESG has commenced issuing independent ESG rating to listed companies. These ratings provide investors with transparent data-driven insights and give issuers an objective benchmark to improve their sustainability performance, reinforcing NSE's role as a steward of responsible capital. To further support the transition, NSE will soon be launching new products like electricity derivatives, enabling efficient price discovery and hedging for energy stakeholders, strengthening market-based mechanism for our energy transition. As part of our sustainable finance initiatives, NSE has partnered with International Finance Corporation and Climate Bond Initiative, conducting 4 workshops across key cities and more planned in the pipeline, helping build capacity for issuance of green, social, sustainability-linked and transition bonds. I congratulate the entire team involved in this pioneering issuance, Larsen Toubro team, HSBC team, IDBI trusteeship team, CRISIL rating team, DNV Business Assurance India Limited team, IC Universal Legal Advocates and Solicitors team, and other parties associated in this transaction for their accomplishments. We at NSE are committed to facilitate fundraising opportunities and making capital markets more accessible for organizations to integrate sustainability into mainstream finance. We are confident that today's successful listing will serve as a catalyst, encouraging many more corporates to explore ESG debt securities as strategic and impactful avenues for sustainable financing. This listing marks a significant milestone in our strong partnership with Larsen Toubro. We at NSE look forward to support L&T in all their future fundraising endeavors and to drive India's green growth story forward. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
I request, sir, to please be on stage. As to commemorate this event, we will now proceed to the exchange of mementos as a token of gratitude. I now request Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan to present the memento to the L&T Limited team, and to receive the same, may I request Mr. R. Shankar Raman, Mr. R. Govindan, Mr. Santosh Singh, Mr. Amay Karambelkar, and Mr. Pankaj Kumar to please come on stage to receive the mementos from Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan. Let's have a huge round of applause while they come on stage. Very, very warm welcome to the dignitaries. That is the coffee table book, which, describes the remarkable 30-year journey of NSE. Let's have a huge, huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. This is such a special moment. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. I request Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan to please be on stage, as we will be now giving mementos to some very special partners. I request Team HSBC Limited, sole arranger of the issue, to please come forward. Very, very warm welcome. The HSBC team, which is the sole arranger of the issue. I request Team DNV to please be on standby next to the stage. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now invite Team DNV, second party opinion provider of the issue. At the same time, I request Team ICUL to please be on standby next to the stage. So a very warm welcome. Let's have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I now invite Team ICUL to please come on stage. I invite Team IDBI Trustee to the offer to please come on stage. I invite Team CRISIL, rating agency for the issue, to please come on stage. Very warm welcome. Thank you so much. I request Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan to please be on stage. And I once again invite Mr. Shankar Raman and Mr. R. Govindan to present Memento to Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, that is from company side to NSE. Very, very warm welcome to both of you. I request both of you to please be on stage, sir, and thank you, Ashish, sir, for doing the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, now I invite once again Team HSBC Limited, sole arranger of the issue, to please receive memento from both the gentlemen here. Very warm welcome. Invite Team DNV, second party opinion provider of the issue. Also, I request Team ICUL, Team IDBI Trustee to please be on standby. I now invite Team DNV, second party opinion provider of the issue, on stage. Yes, sir, warm welcome. Let's have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I now invite Team CRISIL, rating agency for the issue, to please come on stage. I request Team Ad Factors PR and Advertising to please be on standby. Ladies and gentlemen. Ad Factors team, may I request you to please come on stage. I now invite the corporate finance team of L&T to please come on stage. Very warm welcome. I request the ESG team to please be on standby. Let's clear it up for them, ladies and gentlemen. I now invite the ESG team at L&T to please come forward, and I request the company secretary team, L&T, CBMC team and investors relations team to please be on standby. Thank you. Now I invite the ESG team of L&T to please come forward. Thank you. Now I invite the company secretary team, L&T, to please come on stage. Company secretary team, the CBMC team and investors relations team to please be on standby. I invite company secretary team of L&T to please come on stage. Very, very warm welcome to the whole team. Now may I invite the CBMC team from L&T to please come forward. And I request investors relations team to please be on standby. Yes. May I have the CBMC team please on stage. Now may I invite the investors relations team to please come on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, we need more applauses in the room, please. And thank you, gentlemen, for doing the honors. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite on stage Mr. Ananthan NS, the Head Treasury at L&T Limited. Let's have a roaring applause for Sir. Very, very warm welcome.
Very good evening all. On behalf of L&T Limited, I extend my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you for being a part of this special and momentous occasion and on the maiden bond issuance, ESG bond issuance that L&T is doing. It's a proud moment for each one of us, and we are grateful for the collective effort that has gone into getting this bond done and making this possible. So thank you everyone. Specifically, I would like to thank a few people and show a sincere appreciation. First is the HSBC team for their invaluable role in putting this together and helping us all along the process. So thank you, HSBC team. Second is the NSE team for having given us a valuable platform and a great platform for having listing this. Thank you. Third is DNB team for having validated our ESG sustainability framework and hand-holding us through the process. So thank you. Then, of course, not to forget the Crystal team, the IDBI trustee team, and the ICUL team for the meticulous handling through the regulatory process, as well as all the statutory compliances. And last but not the least, all the L&T teams, the corporate finance team, ESG team, secretarial team, investor relation team, and the company secretary team. So thank you everyone. Once again, a big thank you to everyone for having come here and having celebrated together with us. So thank you, and thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for that very warm vote of thanks. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are inching towards the very historic moment. So I request the dignitaries to join me on stage. Mr. R. Shankar Raman, Mr. R. Govindan, Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, Mr. Amitabh Malhotra, Mr. Amay Karambelkar, Mr. Pankaj Kumar, Mr. Ananthan NS, and Ms. Anita Mishra to please come on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be ringing the iconic NSE bell and welcoming this moment. So we will be having countdown very, very soon once the dignitaries are on stage. So it's very, very simple. What's going to happen once that clock over there will start with 10. So we all have to shout together. I think you know the drill. So, all right, just very, very soon we'll be starting with the countdown. And then this very, very important moment will enter our lives. Okay, so is everybody ready? Yes, are we ready? All right, so I guess we all said, all right, here we go. 10. Come on, together, so then the clock will tick. Okay, so come on. 3, 2, 1. Yes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hearty congratulations. L&T Sustainability Linked Bond is now officially listed at NSE. Congratulations to the whole team of L&T. Let's have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We are truly, truly grateful to our host NSE, the HSBC team that is the sole arranger of the issue, our partners and stakeholders, and all you viewers to take your precious time out. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Also, let me tell you that we now invite all our guests to join us for refreshments as we conclude this memorable event. The refreshments are served in the F&B area. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very important announcement that we have Momentos for everyone present over here. So once you've enjoyed your refreshments, please collect it from the registration desk here. So everyone, please don't miss taking the registration from, don't miss taking the Memento from the registration desk. Thank you. Thank you so much.